Number 10, angle A and angle B are supplementary. What does that tell me? That means angle A plus angle B. Supplementary are angles that add up to 180. Complementary add up to 90, supplementary 180. It says angle A is 70. So what is angle B? That's pretty easy. Subtract 70 from both sides. Angle B is 110 because 70 plus 110 gives you 180. What is the midpoint? Midpoint is the middle. It's the middle of something. How do we find the middle of something? We add them together and divide by 2. So to find the endpoint, the middle point that has the endpoints 1, 3, and 3, 5, I'm going to add the x's together and divide by 2. I'm going to add the y values together and divide by 2. Well, your x values are 1 and 3. So I'm trying to find the middle of 1 and 3, which would be 2. We'll see that in a second, though. The middle of my y's, I have a 3 and a 5. The middle of 3 and 5. So I add them together and divide by 2, which we get 4 divided by 2, 8 divided by 2. We get an answer of 4 divided by 2 is 2, 8 divided by 2 is 4. And again, when I was saying at 1 and 3, the middle of that you should see is 2. What's in the middle between 3 and 5 years of age? 4. So the midpoint here is 2, 4. We should never miss those. The middle point, the middle, we add them together and divide by 2. Point A is at 2, 6 and B is at 4, 1 if B is the midpoint. Now, I need to draw a picture here. Okay, so let's see what I have. It says B is the midpoint of line segment AC. So here's line segment AC. It says B is in the dead middle. Let's see what we now know. It says, hey, A is located at 2, 6. And B, the middle, is at 4, 1. So we need to figure how to get to this other endpoint. And it wants to know, hey, what are the coordinates there? Well, here's all I'm going to do. I start here. I went from 2 and I went to 4. So what did you do? You went up by 2. So we need to do what? Go up by 2 so that 4 stays in the middle. 4 plus 2 makes the x value 6. Let's now look at the y value. It goes from 6 to 1. It goes down 5. So I need to go down 5 again. 1 take away 5 is -4. So it's at the order pair. C is at the order pair 6, comma, -4. Also, please put parentheses when you're talking about a point. What is the distance? Distance formula is simply the square root, the change in our x value squared, plus how much our y values differ squared. The reason being, here's a point and here's the other point. All we are doing is finding the one leg and the other leg and using the Pythagorean theorem. This leg right here, this horizontal leg, is simply the distance between here and here, which is the change of our x values. The height is simply from here to here, which is the change in our y values. And we always do a squared plus b squared equals the c squared. So that's all we're going to do. We just apply this formula. So the difference of our x's, 1 and 3. How far apart are those? 2. So it's 2 squared. Plus change of our y's, 1 and 2. This is only different by 1. 1 squared. So that's 4 plus 1, because 1 times 1 is 1. Don't say 6. So it's a square root of 5. I just need to take the square root of 5 is all I have to do. And that's about 2 point something. So that's approximately 2.2 actually. Pythagorean theorem basically is what this distance formula is, but you need to put that in your head that it's simply the difference of your x's, which is right here, that leg, and then the change in your y's is that leg. You got to put it in your head, and it makes sense if you think about it.